Hello everyone, Gilbert here. Welcome to Red Dragon Model Works. It was a busy weekend. I got to spend some time in Indianapolis at the Gencon gaming convention. And those of you that were following on my Red Dragon Model Works Facebook page and the Stymie Syndicate community Facebook page, you know that I uploaded a lot of photos and some videos today. And we also had a on-air kind of I showed you guys what was happening from the convention. It was a wild time, guys. I had never seen so many gamers in one room. Now, I've been to Adepticon here in Chicago, and I thought that was big. This Gen Con, if you could make only one, I mean, I would encourage you to go to Adepticon. I would always do that. But if you can only make one convention, it would have to be Gen Con. Now, I went as I was there as guest of Badger Airbrush, and I know Chung was there, and Caleb and Jay, and I got to meet Soshi, excellent painter. You guys go check her out on her Facebook, and then I'll leave the link right here on her YouTube page. James Wapel, excellent painter, phenomenal painter, guys. There's his blog right there. And just, you know, I met hundreds of people there. You know, I was, you know, by the time I got home Sunday morning, because I left, and it's a 3-hour ride for me from Chicago, so I left about 6 in the morning. I was home. It's an hour. It jumps an hour ahead, so actually 5 my time, Central Time. But I got home about 8, 9:30, somewhere around there. And I was beat, man. I was exhausted. I had to wear a back brace most of the time there, but had a good time. I mean, you can go broke there. But I'd like to show you guys a couple of things. Number one, you know, a few little odds and ends that I picked up there. It wasn't really much. I know, like Kingdom Death, they had this little Gen Con exclusive figure there, and I picked her up. Let me see if I can get it so you guys can see that a little better. I picked her up there. I just put her together while I was talking to the guys. So I picked her up. Picked up another set of minis from Malifaux. Their weird line. But the excitement for me was that Ken allowed me to post up something that if you guys were following on the Facebook, you guys all know. So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me move this camera. Many of you guys already know about the Badger Steinowers. I've been using it for 2 years, and I'll tell you what. I remember when it first came out. A lot of people that I knew were skeptical of it, but once they got their hands on it, they just fell in love with it. And I had been hearing for a while that there was going to be colors coming out in this, but I kept it to myself, the things that I knew. And at Gen Con, this is what was shown right there, the 3 new colors. So you have now, not only do you have the gray, the black, these are 32 ounce primers. This is 16 ounce. These are 16 ounce. They also have it in the, I believe, the 8 ounce and the 4 ounce. These are I'm sorry, they have it in the 2 ounce, the 2 ounces. I believe it's 8 ounce, 16 ounce, and 32 ounce. But yeah, there's the new colors, guys. I'm really excited about it. You can only pick them up over at webairbrush.com right now. The colors, these colors here, they're not on Amazon, and they're not being sold by any dealers as of today. But I'm sure they're going to be ramping up production for that. Right now, you can get them at webairbrush.com. So these are the new colors. You have the olive green, which is this. It's the olive green. You have the rust brown primer, and then you have the yellow primer. So I'll have a review of these as I'm spraying them. I'll show you what they look like a little later on. I'm just trying to decompress right now, guys. It's Sunday or Monday afternoon, and I'm just trying to chill a little bit from the weekend. But I'll have a review on these, and from I got a chance to spray these at Gencon, and I'll tell you what, they're just as good as those. Just as good. Colors are vibrant, great. I like that I'd be able to mix them, you know, get different shades. Use the white, use the gray, use the black. You know, you can get different shades, especially this one right here, the rust color. So yeah, there it is, guys. The new Stynylrez Res colors here. Be back in a second. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you guys that I haven't been able to get a hold of, and I'm going to do an in-depth review on these, is I've made a few purchases, and I got a few things in. I've got a couple other things, but I'm going to save those for later. What I wanted to show, Mark, there's my Busk. I got my Bradley. I got this on Amazon. It ran me about $67 with shipping. It was about $70 with shipping, a little more than 70. 73, I think it was, with shipping from Amazon. Beautiful kit. Beautiful kit. But then I also bought this one, the Grouchy. This is a division of Takom, I believe. So I have the Grouchy also, the deluxe edition. Now in this one you have metal tracks, you have a metal gun barrel, there's a resin figure in here, and there's a few little odds and ends that you don't get with the Ming Bradley. So I want to do a really quick review here sometime in the future to show you guys what I got there. I want to do it, you know, side by side so you can see the difference. This one, again, I paid with shipping about $73, $74 from Amazon for this one, which was a good price because it ran about, I believe it was $65, $66, and it came out with the shipping, came out to be about 73 and change for this one. This one I bought at Hobby Link Japan, and I believe it was, and I might be wrong, I'll have to look again, but I believe I paid $31 US for this. $31 US for this one. And the shipping was about $12, but I had a few other things at Hobby Link Japan sitting in my warehouse that it was, you know, I had this sitting there. I had a couple of machining Krieger things sitting in there, so I had them all send them at one time. So if you break it down, it probably ran me about $4 shipping for each one. So yeah, if I add it all up, $12. This was about $4 in shipping. So it was 31, and then with shipping, I probably paid about 36 bucks for this thing altogether. And I went through this, and this thing is pretty cool. So I'm gonna have another a side by side. Once I clear this desk out, I'll have a side by side comparison of them for all you cats out there. I didn't get anything done on my desk here. I just wanted to show you guys this new stuff right here, you know, and tell you how great it was. Man, it sprayed beautifully. It really did. It sprays just like the other Stynylrez Res. And I tell you what, that primer is going to, if it hasn't already, it's going to revolutionize how we spray paint Vallejo. It's good for what you use it for. This stuff here puts Vallejos to shame. There's no comparison, none whatsoever, none whatsoever. There's you know, I even mentioned to a few people. I showed them this, and they asked me what I use for a top coat, and that is Badger primer. That's white primer. That's all it is. That's the white primer on that. It's got a coat. You know, I shot it one coat. That's one coat on this. And that's it. That was it. One coat. And it came out really nice. Nice, laid down nicely. Here, I'll show you. There is no, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'll try to, there's a little dust on it. But if you look closely, come on. Let's get there. Look how nice and even that laid down. I just shot a coat of clear on it, and I need to sand that down and make it nice and smooth. But look at that. That's how nice and even this laid down. Come on. Anyway. Stuff is great. I love it. I don't use anything else. Very rarely. I have a couple of cans of Tamiya back here. I've got the all-clad black primer, which is phenomenal stuff. I've got about 5 or 6 bottles of Vallejo up there. I haven't touched them in months. They just sit there. Don't use them. I'll get around to using them. Every time I try to use them, I go to squirt it, and you just get this big booger that comes out of it. And it's just same thing with this. You go to, if you let this sit, you shake it, you go like this here, you end up with a big jizz ball coming out of here. Nasty. So, it was a pretty good weekend, guys. I encourage you, if you guys want to see what I had up there. I mean, I've already loaded them to the Facebook pages, the Red Dragon Model Works and the Styrene Syndicate. I don't have them on my phone anymore because I was running out of storage space. I had to dump stuff. So, if you guys would like to see all the cosplay and some of the stuff that was there, I encourage you to go check out right here. The Red Dragon Model Works Facebook page. And, of course, the Styrene Syndicate Facebook page. So, there's just a quick review to show you guys this new stuff here and the new colors they come in. Right there. I want to thank Ken Schoenfeld again, Badger, for his hospitality and hosting me over the weekend. The man's a hell of a man. Good man. Great airbrusher, good man. So I'd like to thank Badger for the opportunity to hang out with them. They got me in there. They got me a badge. I was in there, and we just had a great time, man. But I'm excited to get into these, especially this one. I seen what this one bills up as. I haven't seen too many bills on this one yet, so I'm pretty excited to get into that one. And then I have a few other things here, guys, that I'll show you guys a little later on. I want to finish this car. This 48-hour build is probably now we're into 148 hours. I just once the weekend came by, I just walked away from it. So I got to finish that and get it out of here. Start worried about fixing my room up a little bit. So I hope your weekend was well. Again, I thank you all for watching the Styrene Syndicate show. Showing love to my brother Clover and Cross, Steve from Clover and Cross Studios, Phil from Phil B Studios, and of course Wayne from Wayne's Workshop. They held the fort down while I was gone this weekend. So I hope your weekend was well. Enjoyed the family, enjoyed the weather. I hope your health is all good and there was no catastrophes in your lives. As I always say, you can leave that drama to the queens because we don't need it. All the bickering, all the blah, 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 all the egos that can... Guys, it's models, man. Just build them. Have a good time. So we'll see you guys in a couple of days for the reviews on some of the things I got here. Just thought I'd stop in to say hi. So Red Dragon saying peace. And if you can dream it up here, brothers, build a damn model.
Vision, dreams of passion, and all the while I think of you. A very strange reaction.